What is up, you guys? This is Spidey1997, and today I'm going to be showing you a combination between Optimus and Jetfire. So this video is going to be showing you the combination between these guys. So before I do the combination, let me give you a size comparison like I promised you guys that I would do with the other Optimus. So here's the first version of Optimus. I forgot the number he's on is for Studio Series, but there you go. There is them in robot mode together, and you can see a lot of differences between these guys. The chest on that one, on the first one, looks inaccurate. I just hate. Personally, even when I first got this guy, I did not like the hinge. That just looked ugly. This chest just looks way better than this one. You can see what I was talking about here. Is this painted here? This is not. The wheels that were folded in, you can see this can fold in, but unfortunately not on this one. And the backpack, of course, is much cleaner on the newer one than the old one. So there you go. This is the old one. This is the new one. Basically, it's pretty much the same. Well, this is blue. This is gray. Yeah. So there's again. There are some differences and there are some similarities that you see between these guys. You can see they have the same hands, I believe. They have the same hands, same, well, different forearms. Yeah, very cool. The chest is way different. The head sculpt, I would say they're the same. I don't know. Just because of the different paint, this one looks more darker, so it looks kind of different. But I don't know. I'm going to say they use the same head, but I could be wrong. So, yeah, so... Again, the chest just looks way ugly on this one. This chest looks way better on the newer one. So yeah, so that's the comparison between these guys. So very cool. So and of course, the other one came with energon blades. Let's see if it does fit. I'm pretty sure it is because it's the same hand. So we could try that. And yeah, it does. So you can use energon blades for this one too if you want. So that's cool. So I might do that. I'm gonna probably use it for this guy too. So anyways, so the video is not about the comparison between those guys. It's between these guys. So I will try my best to show you all of the combination parts where they go and stuff. So before we do that, we have to let's just do Optimus first. So we'll move Jetfire aside and we'll do Optimus first. Now Optimus is pretty easy. Jetfire is probably a little bit you would have to take them apart basically. So you just fold this down like that and just bring that down, and that's basically it. You're done with that. So just fold that down, fold that, and that's it. You basically just fold the feet up like he's going back into his truck mode. So again, with the backpack, you just want to untab this part out. This part folds up, and you're gonna rotate this piece like that. Rotate it. Make sure it doesn't pop out, because I was transforming this off camera and I realized that these pop off easily too. So luckily, I'm pretty sure they didn't pop out when I was reviewing this guy, but yeah, those things do pop out. So just fold that down, and let's make sure everything's right, and there you go. That's basically it. You're basically done with Optimus. So yeah, so that's enough with Optimus. Now for Jetfire is a lot actually. So Jetfire, you're gonna have to take out his cane, fold that down, fold this down like that, and that will become the gun for Optimus. So leave that aside. You know what? Let's leave these. Of course, if you want, you can use it, make him use the axe. But personally, I'm not a big fan of the way he looks with the axe. So we're gonna leave that aside. So Jetfire. For Jetfire, I like to start with the legs. So the legs, you can see, and since he's a big figure, everything gets in the way. So you can see there's a clip, not a clip, but a point right here. You're just gonna slide that out. So you're just gonna slide this out like that. Okay, kind of scary at first because you feel like you're gonna break it, but once you get the hand of it, or if you guys can get the idea of it, then it would be easier for you guys. So just pop that out. You can see this one's tighter, so just do that. Okay, so you basically take apart the legs. Now this part you would have to fold out this rubber piece. Take that out. These get in the way. These things are a bit annoying. But anyways, let's fold this out. Fold all this out. Fold this out. And fold the comb piece out like that. And these will come apart and will form the shoulder piece out like that. Okay, so just fold that out, and this will become the armor piece for Optimus. So leave that aside. And then what you do is you have to rip apart Jetfire, the body itself. You can see there's a sliding thing right here. You're just gonna slide that in. So just grab it by here and just slide it out like that. Kind of scary again, but you'll get the hang of it. So of course, the instructions don't tell you this, but you can, if you want, make them into a gun if you want, like a big I don't know, just a big cannon for him. It's personal preference. Not a lot of people are a big fan because it is pretty big, but we'll do that. So we're gonna do this later. So he's gonna become the gun basically. So this part is gonna become the backpack for Optimus when he's in combination mode. So he's gonna fold these down like that. Fold that down, and then you're gonna split the crotch apart like this. Again, very tight. Split that apart. There you go. Just fold these out. Fold these out like that, and you basically have the backpack for Optimus. So that's basically it. Very easily. So that's good. And of course, for the legs, you just want to fold this piece out. We're gonna rotate this and fold that in like that, and that will, of course, become the armor piece for his leg. Same thing on the other side. Well, just fold that out. Rotate that. This is on a ratchet joint, so just fold that out. Fold this out. Okay, make sure it's straightened out. And you got, this is basically the piece for Optimus' leg. Okay, and of course you just split this apart, and that will become the piece, the armor piece for his shoulders. So moving that aside, so you're basically done with that. So we're gonna take Optimus, and oh, and I always forget this. So this is pretty tricky. So what you want to do is, you see these gray tabs right here, you're gonna fold this around, so those are gonna fold out. You're gonna fold that out. So I do apologize, you have to fold those out as well, so you can get tabs in like that. So make sure you fold those out, because if you don't, then you can't really connect him. So we're gonna fold that out and just leave that like that. Okay, so what you do is, well, you know what, we're gonna start with the legs, because the legs are pretty easy. So we're gonna do that first. So you're gonna look for the yellow dot on the feet, on the toes. So that's gonna go on this leg, on this side of the leg. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna peg this in here. So that slot is gonna go in like that. This slot is gonna go in to this slot right there. Just slot that in, rotate that, and this peg is gonna go into that hole right there. So just gonna fold that in, and let's see if I can get that in. Pretty tricky. There you go. Just fold that in like that, and you can do, oh, okay, the wheel piece is in the way, my bad. Okay, so just untap that. Okay, so there you go. So just fold that in, and that thing will go in like that, and there you go. You're basically done with the leg. It's simple. And same thing on the other side. Just fold this out, peg this in the slot right there at the angle. You're gonna put this in here, rotate that. This peg is gonna go into that hole right, and I'm sorry about the lighting, but that peg is gonna go into that hole right there. So same thing on the other side, and then here you go. You're basically done with the legs. Now he's getting a bit taller, so that's good. Okay, now this part is kind of annoying because these like to get in the way sometimes. So you're just gonna fold that straight, and you're gonna grab the backpack, and you're gonna see, you can see there's a square piece, so that is gonna fit between all this, And these tab, or this hole right here, is going to go into those gray tabs that I just folded out like that, okay? So you're going to make sure you grab all that, and you can see the gray tab is going to peg in like that. So just give it a little squeeze. Same thing here, tighten that like so. I'm going to bring this in. Yeah, it's kind of it's really tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. So just tab those in like that. And for some reason it's not tabbing in all the way. Okay. So I think I got everything. Yeah, okay. So the wheel things are really loose on mine, so these get annoying. But anyways, you just make sure you grab all that and those will tab in like that, okay? So basically you have that done. Now these pieces are gonna form the chest piece, so you're gonna grab these rubber pieces right here that just go around Jetfire's waist, and for Optimus you're going to bring these and tab these in together like this, like that, and then you're going to the slot is going to go into that groove in between his chest, so, or his abs basically. So just and I just unpegged the chest. So again, it's not that hard once you do it in hand or in person. It's really not that hard. And there you go. You have the chest armor piece done for that. So there you go. And these things just fold out like easily. So let's bring that aside. And oh, and I forgot these. You can pop these out, and that will become the gun for the Jetfire. So just pop these out. Again, he is a bit top heavy, so on the joints on my Optimus figure is a bit loose, so it kind of brings him down. So I have to literally bring him like forward, like he's like this, and rotate that, and hopefully he stands like that. Okay, so these things, you can see this tab right here are gonna go into this peg right there. So you're gonna tab that in an angle. So you're just gonna do that. Okay, and it's a bit tricky. Again, my joints are kind of loose on this Optimus figure, so it's kind of tricky. So you're gonna do that and just tab that in like so, just like that. Same thing on the other side. Just tab that in like that. And this one I feel like it's not tabbed in all the way for some reason. There you go. And then you bring this backpack piece down. This piece is a bit loose, so it just, like, you can spread these wings out if you want. Personally, I don't like it, so I'm just going to leave that straight like that. And these can also angle out if you want, but I just leave them straight just because it just looks better. And like I said, it's just personal preference. Whatever you guys want, it's your toy. You can display it however you want. So this is basically how I like to display mine. So, and of course, this gun right here, this rectangle hole right here is going to go under his arm that are in these tabs right there. So that is going to tab in like that. And these shoulder pieces are in the way. So that tabs in, and that will become a gun under his arm. And they don't really tab in nicely, which it kind of sucks because I would expect it to peg in really tightly, but they don't. So yeah, you're just going to have to be careful not to knock it out. But yeah, there's basically that gun for that arm, and basically you're done with Optimus in combination mode. This is basically how he is in the combination. Of course, he is missing the gun, but again, and this piece, for some reason on mine, just likes to pop out really easily. The whole backpack piece just likes to pop out, which is not good. So just bring that back. There you go. Yeah, just gotta be careful with that. You don't want to untab everything. So just fold these out. If the joints were a bit tighter on the Optimus figure, maybe it would have been better, but my joints are pretty loose, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. So yeah, that's basically Optimus in combination mode, and I think he looks so freaking cool. If you want, you can take his own gun and put it in his hand. You can take, of course, you would want to take these, and I'm doing it the wrong way. Yeah, okay, so these peg in like that, and that will become the gun for the Jetfire. Now for Jetfire itself, the body for Jetfire, again, the axe, you can if you want to hold it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not a big fan of it. So the arms are a bit tricky. You just want to rotate this, so make sure the hinge is facing forward, and that's facing that. So this is facing forward, and that's facing this side. And then you're going to bring that in like that. You're going to fold this piece in like that. And again, it's not an instruction, so none of this is mentioned in the instructions, but you can if you want. If you want Optimus to hold a big gun, then I would say just, you know, I guess do it. But again, not everyone likes this because it is pretty big and it's very heavy for Optimus to hold. Of course, you want to fold that down because that will become the handle for him to hold. You're going to fold this piece in, and usually these tabs would go into that groove right there, but since they don't really tab in all that well, I just leave it like that. So, and then that's basically it. There you have him in this cannon mold, which is pretty big. I don't like how this looks. This looks ugly, but you know, it's an option if you want. So, and then you want to take this gray piece that we just attached, and you're going to slot that in. And these don't like to tab in nicely, but you just want to tab this. Am I doing it? I think I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay, so there you go. You just tab that in like that, okay? And there you go. And for this arm, you're just gonna fold this panel down like so we can get a bit of clearance so him to hold the gun. This BFG. So this goes under, and this, you can see, is gonna peg in right there like that. And there you go. There's Optimus holding this BFG, and it is pretty heavy for him. You can't make him, like, if you want him to hold it, it's gonna slide back down. So it's probably, you're probably gonna have to make him hold it resting on his leg, which kind of sucks. But you know, for what this figure looks like, I'm not gonna play with it a lot, so I'm just gonna display it. So this is perfectly fine for me. I'm perfectly happy to display him like this. I have no complaints about this whatsoever. So if you want, you can display him with this big cannon. Now, I know a lot of people are not a big fan of it because it's just too big and it's too heavy for him. But overall, man, just gorgeous, gorgeous looking. This mold just looks way cooler in person. I don't know how people don't like this mold. Personally, I love it. This is, you know, not everything is going to be perfect and, you know, capture everything like how the movie is, but this is pretty darn close to how he looked in the movie, and I'm really impressed of how Hasbro and Takara Tomy made this figure turn out. Very cool. Again, the Optimus figure is pretty hard to find now, so if you want, you can get him online. I think he's on Amazon for the same price. Of course, shipping and handling, you would have to pay extra. I think Target online has them in stock too. So if you guys don't want to waste gas and hope to find this guy in retail, I would say just buy him online, and that would save you a lot of gas. So yeah. So again, do I recommend this? I absolutely do. If I'm actually a huge fan of how this looks. So I feel like I'm just geeking out over this because it just looks so freaking cool. This is just awesome, man. I'm really impressed. So the articulation, I'm not gonna do it because he is pretty top heavy and I just don't want to mess everything up. So he still has a knee articulation. He can still move his arm. Of course, with that cannon you can't do anything. He can swivel the bicep, the wrist swivel still, his head can still move, his legs can still move out and kick forward and stuff. He can, I think I'd say he could still bend at the knee. And this is another gripe, is that since this leg was on that leg for Jetfire, now you put you switch on this side. Now his ankle pivot is this way, so that kind of sucks. I wish they didn't do that, but again, not a big of a deal. Again, this is just gorgeous. So yeah, so let me move that aside, and if you want, you can make him hold the cannon if you want. It's an option, but you can do it. And this pops out really easily, so just tab that in again. So yeah, so again, I highly recommend this guy. Again, this is really heavy. This likes to fall off really easily. So just keep that in mind, that this is pretty heavy for him to hold. But again, it's an option, and options are good. So, and here you go. So that is all I have to say, guys. So please comment, subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Please feel free to comment down below and let me know where the tabs go and stuff. If you guys don't really get the clue where the tabs go, just let me know in the comments below. I'll be very happy to help you guys. So that is all I have to say, guys. Like I said, please comment, subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. And this is Spidey1997 signing out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.